Welcome to BFM's 3 p.m. News. I am your presenter, Naressa Bostwick. On the local scene, a training session for farmers as part of the UBEC CERC SVG Food Insecurity Project was held at the Orange Hill Biotechnology Center training room on December 12th. Noel Samuel, Agricultural Officer and Region 3 Supervisor, spearheaded the training session. Approximately 40 participants, including farmers and technical staff of the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, Fisheries, Rural Transformation, Industry and Labor, were in attendance. Agricultural Officer Noel Samuel covered the development of crop production plans, highlighting the purpose and importance of crop planting throughout the seasons for successful production and maximum returns. The session was an interactive one where farmers shared their concerns and ideas in farming techniques. The CARICOM Implementation Agency for Crime and Security, CARICOM Impact's Crime Gun Intelligence Unit, CGIU, in collaboration with the Ministry of National Security and the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, is hosting a 3-day gun intelligence workshop here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The workshop commenced on December 17th with an opening ceremony at the National Insurance Services NIS Conference Room. Addressing the opening ceremony, Deputy Executive Director for CARICOM Impacts, Tonya Ayo, said that during the workshop, members of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force will engage in topics such as firearms exporting license, e-chasing, investigative techniques, and other gun-related topics. She said that at the end of the training, the police should have a deeper understanding of the purpose and objectives of the Crime Gun Intelligence Unit, as well as the critical role each state must play in strengthening national and regional capacity to investigate, disrupt, and dismantle the gun trade network. The workshop will conclude on Thursday, December 19th. This workshop is part of a regional series organized by CARICOM Impacts to raise awareness among stakeholders about the proliferation and the use of illegal firearms in the region, as well as strategies to address this critical issue. The Ministry of Health on Wednesday, December 11th, received the draft standards for quality healthcare services for adolescents in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, so young Vincentians can look forward to improved quality health services. The United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA, through the Build Back Equal project, supported by Global Affairs Canada and partner UN Women, shares the commitment to investing in the health and future of the region's youth, especially youth in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Speaking at the handover ceremony, Minister of Health Sinclair Prince stated, "We in St. Vincent and the Grenadines have embarked on a means of transforming our healthcare system, and I am sure that these draft guidelines or standards for the improvement of health services as far as adolescents are concerned will add a very important flip to this particular initiative." UNFPA Youth and Gender Specialist Philcol Jeffers, in explaining the context to the drafting of the standards, said adolescent health in the Caribbean and here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines faces unique health challenges influenced by social, cultural, and economic factors. Issues such as high rates of teen pregnancy, early exposure to sex, sexually transmitted infections, mental health concerns, and exposures to violence have underscored the need for a comprehensive, coordinated approach to adolescent health. The UNFPA standards for quality healthcare services for adolescents, once approved at cabinet level, are expected to serve as a crucial tool in fostering the well-being of Vincentian youth. In regional news, Caribbean countries need to urgently address the growing challenge of non-communicable diseases, NCDs, that account for more than 75% of all deaths in the region. Health experts from the World Bank and regional stakeholders say such losses are having devastating economic consequences, including productivity losses and unsustainable healthcare costs. In countries like Barbados and Jamaica, NCDs accounts for losses estimated at 5.34% and 5.87% of gross domestic product GDP, respectively. Jamaica alone has seen $17.2 billion Jamaica dollars in lost economic output over 15 years. The experts warn that without targeted interventions, the region faces rising premature deaths, noting that 40% of NCD related deaths occur before age 70 and escalating healthcare expenditures. The discussion by the experts shed light on critical gaps in NCD policies within Caribbean nations, implementing less than 40% of recommended measures. Priority areas for improvement include increasing taxes on tobacco and alcohol, restricting unhealthy food marketing, and promoting physical activity. No Caribbean country currently meets the World Health Organization (WHO) recommended 75% tax share on tobacco. The St. Lucia Employers Federation has called on employers to take action to protect their property, staff, and customers. In a statement on Monday, the Federation expressed concern about the recent surge in criminal activity across the island, stating it had already reached out to members earlier in the Christmas season, reminding them to exercise caution and encouraging them to heighten their security protocols. However, it said recent incidents have highlighted the urgent need for vigilance. The St. Lucia Employers Federation said it remains committed to supporting its members in navigating these challenges and is ready to provide further guidance. And finally, in the news at this hour, a patient in Louisiana has been hospitalized with a severe infection of avian influenza, marking the first serious human case in the United States, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) announced today. The case brings the total number of avian influenza infections in the United States during the current 2024 outbreak to 61. According to the CDC, the patient was exposed to sick and dead birds in backyard flocks. However, no additional details, including the individual's prognosis, have been disclosed. The case was confirmed last Friday, according to the CDC. Genetic sequencing revealed that the H5N1 virus in the patient belonged to the D1.1 genotype. This genotype has recently been detected in wild birds and poultry in the United States and in human cases reported in Washington State and in Canada's British Columbia province. This has been WFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Naressa Bostwick. Do join us at 5:30 when we will bring you the latest news.